Apple is absolutely tanking after the bell here. So we did have earnings. Apple reports first earnings miss in nearly 7 years. EPS 188 versus 194. Estimate for Q1 revs was 117.15 bill versus the 121.10 estimate. So a little bit of a miss, a little bit of a sell-off. First things first, let's go ahead and talk about the phenomenal run that the Bulls did today. I mean, what are we really going to say, right? So let's kind of just dive into the charts here and look at what's going on with old Apple, right? So Apple, after the close, all the way down, and I have it marked out already, all the way down to a price of 142.30. I'm going to kind of show you guys why that's significant in just a minute. Highs all the way up at 151. So what we're kind of looking at here, a little bit of a bounce and recovery. If I just kind of go to the live data here and look at Mr. Apple all the way down to this linear regression. Again, technicals are going to follow suit. That linear regression sitting at around 143, 144, right? So what we're looking at, a little bit of a hold here. Could this be a little bit of a bear flag going into tomorrow? Maybe pop up into the 10 or 20-day moving average on these on this short-term time trend, right? So what we're looking at, if we really start to take out 142.30, I want to show you guys why that's significant, right? Because if the market does want to go onto a pullback, we're going to know exactly what's going on here. So we're looking at the daily chart on Apple. I've got that 142.30 marked out. The reason why that's significant, that would mean that Apple is going to lose its 5, 10, 200-day moving average, right? Very significant. We just reclaimed this 200-day moving average. Again, very significant. If we do start to lose that 142.30, we've got room down into our rising 20-day moving average at 140.45. That's a short position I'm all over tomorrow. I will definitely be all over that. Hopefully the volume is okay. My mic was way off to the side here. That's a short position that I'm going to be looking at into tomorrow, right? Below the 142.30, support at 140.50, 140.60. I'll look to cover my position there. If something in the market changes, right? Because right now the Bulls have full control. If something in the market changes and Apple was to lose 137.50, all bets are off. Okay, all bets are off. It's nothing but a free fall below 137. Let's just put it that way. Obviously to the top side, if we do consolidate and we hold this range between 142 and 150, that's a great hold, right? That's a great hold for the Bulls. That's a great hold for Apple on the miss. If they continue to buy up these earnings, right? If they buy these earnings dips up and we kind of get over 151, incredible story here for the Bulls heading into the remainder of this year, right? Because if you kind of look at where we stopped at, we stopped right here at this 50-day moving average as well as the linear regression. So over 151.80, if we can get over that on Apple, we are looking at a 157 and a 170 price target. Now, if we do start to lose 142.30, just taking a look here at the weekly time frame, we've got rising weekly support at 140, but anything below 138 is, like I said, it's a landslide, right? So from 138 to 134, and 134 could definitely test new lows. Now, one thing that I kind of want to point out here, if we kind of look at just going back to these 2022 highs, 182, we had a drop, we had a pop, lower high, drop, lower high, drop, lower high, right? Lower high, lower high. So is this one big bull trap, right? Is this one big trap? Okay. Bulls have been doing a phenomenal job. If we look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks since coming off of the bottom, this is a fantastic rally here. We could be getting ready to kind of pause before we finally end, right, this bear market, or before we start to put in what I would probably say would be the final leg. This rising 200-day moving average on the weekly time frame is going to continue to creep. So as we get into that time zone here, and we would be probably looking at about June or July when we would probably hit the bottom. Between June, July, August, in that time, and then we would probably start looking for a reversal in September, October, November. Okay, that's what I would look for here. We could definitely do something like this, right, to kind of end the year. So definitely need to keep our eyes on that. That's kind of how we're going to play it out here. Again, for traders right now, I would expect some rest. I would expect some rest. This today, you know, the day's close. We didn't even take out yesterday's volume. So the last 4 weeks worth of price action, even though it's been a phenomenal run, has been on lowering volume. Anytime we get that kind of move on lowering volume is generally not good. But again, we can have our opinions, but we still have to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. And the reason why we have to give them the benefit of the doubt is because of the price action, right? So when you're looking at the price action and you're looking at the data and the technicals, as long as the bulls are standing and the bulls are doing what they're supposed to be doing, we have to ride the wave and we have to ride the trend. Now, if you're an investor, your outlook is a little bit different, right? You're in it for the long haul. But for us guys that are just trying to make a buck here and a buck there and try to just, you know, go along with the movements, we have to play with a lot of common sense. And right now, common sense is telling me we need at least 1 or 2 weeks worth of either, I hate to say it, chop, right? If we do get the chop, it's bullish, okay? But if we do get the pullback, we really need to keep an eye, especially for Apple, we need to keep an eye on that weekly moving average, that 5-day moving average as it's starting to climb, because we could pull back into the weekly 5-day moving average and then we can kind of back test that area. But like I said, if we start to lose 138, 134, this is not going to be good for the bulls. It's not going to be good for the market, right? And I'm just speaking on Apple. I can go through a list of other charts if you guys would like to kind of see the technical analysis. But, you know, the reality is that a lot of people start to get really excited now, okay? And then they go long, but then the market comes right back down and they lose a ton of money and they get discouraged again, okay? We have to, when we're dealing with investments and we're dealing with trading, we have to look at the data and the history. History so far has shown us that we drop, we have an aggressive month rally, and then we drop again. And then we have an aggressive 1 month, 2 month rally, and then we drop again. And then we have an aggressive rally. And are we going to drop one more time? That's the $1 million question. Because if you can time this right, you're going to make a lot of money. Okay. And that means timing it right to the top side, right? Where we do come back down, fake everyone out, fake the bears out, and then completely just rip, right? You're going to make a lot of money. Or if we can time it right, kind of hang tight during this consolidation, and then when we drop, make a ton of money. So just kind of playing out a couple of scenarios there. Want to bring it to light. Want you guys to all understand what it is. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys all on the next video. And I hope that you guys all were profitable today. Today, kudos to the bulls. Obviously, earnings is a different story, but it was a phenomenal day, and I'll catch you guys all next time. If you guys want to learn to trade, definitely join the Discord. If you guys are interested in trading futures, getting funded $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 worth of trading capital, check the link down below and check my last video. Was trading some futures today, went up like $1,000. And I kind of outlined that trade live in real time so you guys can kind of see what I was doing. But until next time, I'll catch you guys all in the next one.